morning, everybody from Chenes, Louisiana. I am here today, the day before Thanksgiving, thankful and blessed to see another holiday season, and I hope you are too. We are going to be looking for some redfish today. The water temperatures are real cold. The wind's blowing a good little bit, so yeah, the fish may be a little finicky, but hey, you never know. They may be off the charts. So we'll come out here, we'll work them, see what we can pick up, see what kind of action we can get into, and just have a great time. If you haven't done so yet, please hit the like and subscribe button so you can catch all of my adventures whenever I post them up here on my channel. And thank you again for the support. So let's get out here and see what we can do. Got a redfish right there. Right there in front of us. Oh wow. Oh, there we go. I see one. He's just staged up. He's right there. Barely moving. Right there. There, he's not even. Bruh, look at the redfish. There we go. Finally. Finally. I mean, the amount of redfish that I was looking at, I'm like, man, one of these fish gotta eat. This is a very, very healthy redfish. I'm fishing light tackle, so I have 15-pound test braid with I forgot what pound test fluorocarbon leader I have, but light tackle. This is the way I like to catch them this time of the year. So, but this is a very healthy redfish. If this fish measures, this is a tournament winning redfish for sure. All right. That's what I call a Houma, Louisiana redfish. Fat, healthy. You can tell he's been eating real good. I want to measure this fish just out of curiosity. I'm curious to see what this fish measures. Oh yeah, 27 and a half. So he would be too big for a Louisiana tournament, but for a Texas tournament, this fish would be money. All right, we're gonna let this guy go. If you do practice catch and release, always remember you don't want to just toss a red back in the water after you had a nice fight with them. Want to revive him, just let him get his energy back, let him get his breath, and let him go. So that was actually the first fish of the day, and it's like 10 o'clock. So yeah, it's been a very slow day. Saw a lot of redfish, but they just wouldn't bite. So that was the first fish I got to bite, and he fell victim to the old trusty tsunami swim bait. I dipped it in some chartreuse, give it a little flash, a little color. So this area that I'm fishing right here, when I first started kayak fishing, I actually used to come here a lot. Matter of fact, there's a redfish. There's two redfish right there in front of us. And there's another one right there swimming away while I have this one on. Let's see if I can get a double up real quick. Oh, he went away. Oh well. Let's get this guy in. But like I was saying, I used to fish this area a lot when I first got my kayak years ago, and it never let me down. I always can come here and pick up a couple of fish. And another nice Homer, Louisiana redfish. Beautiful. This is actually a good eating size redfish if you was keeping some to eat. The meat, you know, nice and tender and whatnot. But I'm not gonna keep any fish today. I'm just out here having a great time, catching some of these beautiful redfish. Let this guy go. Awesome. All right, so that's fish number 2. All right, y'all, so real quick, I want to talk about what I'm doing to catch these fish today. I'm focusing on one bank. Like, I'm serious, just one stretch that I'm just going up and down. I'll go down the stretch, turn around, go back to the beginning, and just drift it again. And the fish are just constantly reloading. So what I'm doing is I'm just throwing a tsunami paddle tail, a little swim bait, and they're crushing it. They don't want nothing too big, so I noticed that earlier today. I had a pretty big paddle tail on an underspin, and they didn't want nothing to do with that whatsoever. So I did downsize, which is something that you would want to do whenever the water temperatures are cold and the fish are finicky. Downsize. That's the first thing you want to do. After that, you just want to be able to give a light presentation and just don't make too much commotion with your bait if possible. But whenever you get your bait in the water, just work it slowly. If you're sight fishing, work it by those fish real slow. Don't be too aggressive because they're not going to eat it. Something that you can downsize to and just give a real light presentation, and you should be able to catch them on those days like today when the water temperatures are cold and the fish are very finicky. So y'all take those tips with you, get out there and catch y'all some fish. I've come along this flat right here and I'm starting to see them. So that sun's warming up everything. Water temperatures are still cold. With that sun beaming down on the water, those fish become a lot more active throughout the day. So I think that's what's going on right now. Let's see if we can catch us a couple more while we're at it. And another thing, any little pocket or bank that's on the leeway side, so the side that the wind is not affecting, I like to concentrate on those areas. Number one, it's easy to spot the redfish, you know, if they're cruising around in this area, because you don't have the ripples that you're fighting against. So when you have sunlight, you know, with the ripples from the wind and things like that, it can make it real difficult to sight fish. So I like to hop in those pockets and hop on the bank that's very calm, just like this. All right, so I hopped back on the other bank that I caught those couple of fish on, just to see if I can pick up another one before I head on out of here. All right, so redfish. Right. Oh no, he got off. Where they at? Come on, still be there, still be there. There he is. Come on. Perfect. Ah, what the heck? Come on, man. Come on, man. Oh my gosh. Did y'all see that? So that goes to show you how easily a spot or an area can reload, like just like that. I came here, I caught a couple of fish off this bank. There's two more right here. Bruh. He popped my line. That's my fault though. I should have retired my leader. You know what? I'm gonna make one more pass on this bank. I'm gonna change my plastic, try something else real quick, but I'm gonna give this bank one more pass because that was way too many fish that I missed just now to just give on up right now. So all right, y'all. So this is gonna be my final pass on this bank. So the amount of bites that I had on this stretch is pretty ridiculous, and the amount of fish that I missed is pretty ridiculous as well. So let's see if we can spot another redfish. These redfish, they just been like just chilling, just staging on this bank. They're not really moving around too much. It's just chilling. And once you spot them, you know, put the power pole down and just make a couple of accurate casts. And today these fish are they're not really chasing the bait. You have to really present it to them correctly to entice them to bite. I should be able to at least get one more chance at a fish on this bank. Probably a little bit further down. All right. So I got two redfish straight ahead. There we go. There we go. As y'all can tell, I had to literally place that lure in the right spot and finesse it. This is a nice fish. I think this right here is the fish of the day, and a hell of a way to end the video. So that goes back to what I was talking about, fishing the calm sides of the bank. So when the wind, you know, today the wind is blowing a little bit more than what I wanted to, and that makes it tough for sight fishing when the water is cloudy and you have wind. So what I did was I looked around for some calm banks like this one right here. And when you have these calm banks like that, those redfish, they stage themselves on this bank, or they cruise the bank up and down chasing bait fish. And you can really get into some good action by using that pattern. I think this fish is ready. Look at that monster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots. 10 total spots on this redfish, and this is an absolutely beautiful fish. Put up a great fight, and I appreciate it. All right, so we go revive this fish. Let it take its time, get some energy. As you can tell, even after that long fight, this fish is strong, healthy, and ready to go. Whew. Man, it's simple things like that that just make you realize how blessed you are. Like, to come out here to do this, enjoy it, and have a great time, that alone is a blessing, man. And a lot of people take that for granted. I surely don't. Absolutely amazing. All right, y'all, so I'm heading back to the truck. I'm gonna call it a day. I had a great day of fishing. Today it started off real slow. The fish were finicky due to the cold water temperatures, but I still was able to figure out a little pattern and catch a few. I also missed a bunch as well. So overall, had a great time, and I plan on doing it again soon. So once again, if you haven't done so yet, please hit that like and subscribe button and continue to follow along on all my journeys and my adventures. So until next time, happy Thanksgiving, tight lines, and God bless.